view should I be in? Y'all got a
I come
suggestion?
from the kid.
What he said? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. And ladies and gentlemen, I mean the 12 people in our group chat. Today we were kind of in the realm of NFL. We kind of got our NFL experts of the I would say the 2020s. We have Phil over there, Matt over there, Brandon down there. I now know that you can see the way I see it. So Matt, Joe, Brandon, Phil. We're gonna discuss some NFL, some hot topics. There's gonna be a draft, top three list of stuff. So yeah, we'll get right into it. Before I go into that, our sponsors, once again, Beer Jack, coming soon near stores and online. Yep. And then lastly, Ancon. If you need your HVAC fix, call Ancon. Boom.
Shout out Encon.
Yeah, shout out Ancon. All right. First topic of the day, we're gonna discuss stuff that's been going around on ESPN and Twitter.
Mm.
Um, as you guys know, Seahawks just won the Super Bowl, and Sam Darnold was kind of the man. Um, and he had a pretty loaded draft class, especially of quarterbacks. Do we think, coming off that Super Bowl and his performance and maybe his career trajectory, that is Sam Darnold going to be the most successful quarterback of the 2018 draft class?
Mm.
Open to discussion. You guys can like mention who you think is going to be better. It's a loaded draft class. So yeah, I mean, me personally, I'm kind of going to be the mediator of this, but I think he is not. Shout out Josh Allen.
Mm. Um, I think me and Brandon are gonna align with this. I don't know how anyone's gonna pass Lamar in overall success because of the fact he has the two MVPs and should have probably had a third.
He should have definitely had a third, and I think the playoff success will come for Lamar too at some point. So
It's tough, man. I mean, the Seahawks are going to keep most of this team and be able to run it back, but I don't think Sam's going to be the most successful in this class unless they win another Super Bowl, which is probably unlikely. Josh or Lamar has to get one at one point, and they're statistically better players with a bunch of MVP seasons, so it's probably going to be one of them.
Yeah, I think the
Mhm.
statistics of like Darnold having those years off is gonna be like the biggest problem for this. I mean, is there a world where he's the only one that walks away with the Super Bowl? Probably, but
dude, I just
he'll have like a 4 year gap of playing without any statistics, where he was back up in San Francisco, and then the Carolina years and the end of the
Hey,
draft.
makes for a hell of a story, though.
Oh yeah,
Does
definitely.
does Lamar stay in Baltimore for all of his years? And if he does that affect his, trajectory? Like if he leaves, maybe that helps his chances of winning, a Super Bowl and stuff. And with that being said, how much does a Super Bowl weigh in a career over, let's just say, an MVP in Josh Allen or Lamar?
This probably sounds dumb, but the Super like a Super Bowl is probably not as valuable as an MVP in terms of like statistics. But once you have the MVP, the Super Bowl is only going to make the MVPs look better, if that makes sense. I don't even know if that makes sense, but
nah, I think that's well said. I
like
think that
It's
makes
an
having
sense.
age-old debate, personal
Yeah, it's
performance
different.
over team success. I mean,
having just like the singular ring. Like Darnold, if Darnold was to retire right now, he would have just a Super Bowl ring and nothing else. While at least like Lamar and Josh Allen would have. Well, Josh Allen will only have one MVP, but you could tell he. I don't know. It's a tough scenario to be a
he's
tough.
I
got
don't know.
back-to-back
It's just
14
like
win seasons.
But
that's
that's two
fair.
seasons.
Mm.
I don't
Eh,
know. It's like Matt said, like the trajectory of the Seahawks. Could he be like the guy in the next,
They're going to keep most of their team. They're not
Well,
losing
they kept
anyone
most
this
of the
year, I don't think.
coaches except the OC.
Like
yeah.
you think they
Yeah,
have
Shout
a
that's
out
true.
good
Bill.
chance of running it back?
they'll lose uh Odafe Owe.
You think
Aren't
they
they
lose
going to lose
K9?
Kenneth Walker?
Yeah,
They'll
I
Isn't he
think
going
they
to
lose
will.
go?
K9.
But there's
Mm,
Yeah, but
no.
running backs are replaceable. I mean,
I
yeah,
mean,
that's
that's
fair.
true.
Yeah. Um and they have the new OC could be interesting, but at the end of the day, the defense will be the defense still, and
yeah, they're going to be elite.
it's I have high hopes for the Ravens now with Jesse Minter. So maybe Ryan, go back to what you said about Lamar leaving Baltimore. I don't think he'll have a better chance outside Baltimore simply because whoever trades for him will have to weaken their team too much. And Baltimore just significantly underperformed last year due to injuries.
Mm, yeah. No. No, I see it. So like you're kind of saying if he does leave the Ravens, his like career could go in a little downward spiral.
He's
Yeah,
Not
thinking about
because of his
the
own
two
doing.
fumbles as well in the
yeah,
beginning of the year that lost him two games.
yeah. Like Lamar will always be Lamar until like his body goes, and he's still relatively like in his prime. But the Ravens are always loaded. It
Mhm.
feels like, and just had a down year.
They're
You
a
know,
good organization.
yeah.
So with
Yeah.
that being said, like in another conversation, who would be the most successful quarterback at the end of their careers? Let's just say hypothetically, obviously we don't know, like can't tell the future, but who would be, out of let's just say it's really just them two, uh,
Yeah.
Lamar and
Yeah.
Josh Allen. Who would be the most successful?
It really feels like it should be Josh, but at the same time, like this was probably their year. This was their best window to win a Super Bowl, and they didn't do it. And instead of firing the guy who was responsible for it, they fired the guy who was keeping it together, and then promoted the guy who was responsible for it. So I don't really know what direction they're going to go in,
I
but
mean, the main issue is not having a wide receiver. I mean, the past 4 years, you give him nothing after Diggs leaves 3 years ago. And then the
it's true.
third year, he was not any good. And then you pick Keon Coleman to think he'll do all right. Didn't pan out well. Still young, you don't know. But
Mhm.
then you go and give
Oh, we
him
know.
Khalil Shakir as your wide receiver
We know.
one. You don't, nothing's going to happen. Like, they're not going to
Um,
win.
do you think either of them win another MVP?
Probably one of them will.
Word.
I would bet on one of them at least getting another one.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so if it's Josh Allen, then you think it's just going to turn into who wins the Super Bowl first for who people
Fully.
choose? Like, is that just what it's going to
Probably.
become?
Unless Matt's guy gets two MVPs.
Yeah, like what I'm saying, like obviously you guys value, the MVP, which makes more sense. But let's just say, like we kind of said before, the Seahawks dominate again and he wins another Super Bowl in the next like 2 to 3 years. Does that switch the conversation around a little bit more when
Yeah.
he has two
It
Super
would have
Bowls?
to.
It
It
makes
absolutely would have to.
more.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
I
more of
think
a
it has to be a
conversation,
conversation.
but the
Yeah.
statistics will always be against
Yeah,
him.
no, that's fair. That's
Like
fair.
some of the Lamar years, especially when he wins MVP, he's like combined 50 touchdowns between rushing and passing. And Darnold, I don't know if in the last 2 years had that many as that.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. No, I 100% agree. And so I think the consensus is he will not, but it would be an interesting conversation if he wins, something bigger than what he just has now.
Put it like this: credit to Sam Darnold, because if you told me in two years ago we would have this conversation, I would just tell you to fuck off.
Laugh in your
I'd be
face.
ecstatic.
Come on. So credit to Sam.
Yeah, no, I agree. And I think the consensus is there. I saw on Twitter and people were bringing it up on ESPN and like thinking about it, it's kind of crazy to talk about, but like you never know, 2 to 3 years, who knows? Who knows what can.
Very true.
So next, we're gonna get out our phones and our listen something. So I told you guys to do, we'll do the top free agents and like kind of the off-season stuff first. So I told the guys to prepare a list. We'll just go top three because and people might have the same. So if you have the same, you can jump in and say you have the same. Uh, but we're gonna say the top three. It even could be of your team. I didn't like say if it has to be your team or not, but obviously most about your team. So just the top three free agent or offseason moves teams should make to better themselves, whether it's trades, free agents, hiring people. So anyone want to start first?
I got
Yeah, I could
this.
go.
I think Begon's going to
Yeah,
back me
Joe.
with this too.
All
I
right, we'll
say
go. Yeah, we'll go Joe, Brandon, Phil, Matt. We'll go in a little circle.
All
Yes,
right,
I think
sir.
Joe.
we take that number 5 raw pick. You send it to Miami. You get Waddle and you get the 11, and then you draft our defensive guy. I think that's what needs to happen.
Who would that be?
I don't know. A safety, a cornerback. I don't know. I got no
Fair enough.
clue.
Uh,
That fixes two holes.
I'm
It
I'm
fixes the
I'm
wide receiver two hole and a defensive player guy.
I'm glad it's off-season predictions and not off-season realities, because there's no chance in hell a team would make that deal with these guys.
Yeah, I mean, that'd
Hey,
I
be
mean,
I
very
hey,
like that
interesting.
thought
Jalen
process,
Waddle in
though,
New York.
bro.
Hey man, you never know.
Yeah, I
There's
mean,
just not a good enough players in this draft class to trade up 6 spots and give up Jalen Waddle. Obviously, Joe, you're probably not, diving into the draft class. Not, we're in college, we're not doing a lot of that. But the talent at the top end of the draft is not good enough where teams are going to be making calls to move up, in my opinion. Really,
it's a really good draft.
yeah,
The
it's
worst part.
like the best player in the draft is a safety, and say he might not even go top 5 just because of the fact that he plays a safety. And you could say the
And the
second
second best is a running back.
is a running back, exactly. Like you could say that, so the positional values there is terrible. And
Yeah.
then when it comes to the ends, like Ruben Bain, he's really good, explosive, bends well, but he's T-Rex arms, and can we
Mm,
trust that on the field?
Mhm.
David
I don't.
always doesn't pop off the screen. It's interesting.
Yeah. No, that's a good point. Brandon, you wanna share your, top one, two, or three?
Yeah, one I had was it's an obvious one, bro. The Bills need to get a top receiver, bro.
Mm.
They haven't had one. They've never had one. He's been throwing the ball to Walmart employees.
Nothing.
Alec Pierce is a free agent. Mike Evans is a free agent, but I don't know exactly what the Bills are looking at right now. I don't really look at a lot of Bills stuff, but they got to get Josh a wide receiver.
Alec Pierce would be the man.
I
I
have
Honestly, I
I
think
have
he'd be a
Alec
good fit
Pierce on
there.
my list. Alec Pierce of the Bills is my number three. It's not too
Yeah, I
high,
like the way he fits
but
in
you
with that
never
team.
know.
Yeah, Alec Pierce could go to any team, and I'd be like, that's a good move because he's a beast.
I agree.
Mm.
There's a lot of teams looking at him too.
No, that'd be awesome.
I
But
think
yeah,
Mike's too old though, Brandon, to fit that. And with the
I
past two
agree. It's
injuries
just
so
an
far this
option.
season, no, I definitely like the option, but
Did you guys see that guy on ESPN? He said Mike Evans has never sniffed a Super Bowl.
yep.
Anyone
yeah,
see
he
that?
It
was
was Colin
what's
Coward,
it?
right?
Yeah, Colin
Dude,
Coward's guy. He
Colin
was
Coward said that on TV.
no, it
no,
was
it's
Colin
like,
Coward's like the guy, the other guy that's like in the corner, if that makes sense.
Uh-huh.
He's like he's never sniffed a Super Bowl down in Tampa. Absolutely absurd thing.
yeah,
On live TV.
yes.
Yeah, on
That's
live TV he
horrible,
said that.
bro.
Yeah. All right, Phil, you go.
Um, so for this one, I'll start with Raider bias. I gotta see him get traded sooner rather than later. I can't deal with the rumors. I want to see Max Crosby in Chicago, and I'm not even talking about Raider bias. I just think Chicago needs someone to go wreck games for them. And I think Rome Odunze is the perfect player that would move off of. Ben Johnson didn't draft him. After halfway through the year, his production started to fall off because that's not really the type of wide receiver Ben Johnson likes. We talk about Amon-Ra in Detroit. Luther Burden seems to have filled that role. Colson Loveland's kind of replicating what Sam Laporta did, and that big outside X receiver like Rome doesn't really fit his system. And I think they need someone that can go win them games in the playoffs. And Max Crosby is that guy for them. I truthfully want to see Max Crosby just
Yeah.
on a playoff team. And as a Raiders fan, we kind of need the assets for it. But Chicago's the first one that comes to mind. The Eagles also come to mind, and then the Patriots, but specifically Chicago stands out to me as like a fit there.
I like it, Phil. I just think that DJ Moore would be the odd guy in that receiver room. I think that Rome Odunze fits their timeline better, and it would be better for them to build long term.
I'm
Yeah,
a
yeah,
DJ guy, but he doesn't have the value. He's too old.
yeah, 100%, Matt. Like DJ's easier to move off of, but to me, DJ's more is a negative asset right now because he's had $30 million due, and he's 29 years old. So I think it would be hard to, because no matter what, like based off reports, the Raiders want what teams got from Micah. I don't know if they'll get that. Teams obviously say that. Crosby's obviously older, so
They
it's different.
should.
But he's gonna be a guy that's playing 99% of your snaps. He's the best run defending edge in the league, and it's not even close. Garrett's the best edge in the league, but when it comes to run specifically, it's Max Crosby. And if teams try to replicate what the Seahawks did, you need a front four who can defend the run, and no one does it better than Max Crosby. So I think the Raiders will be able to get what
Mm.
they want for him. I just don't know what team that would be, but I think the Bears stand out to me. It could easily be DJ Moore with
I mean,
P.
everyone's involved in those
Yeah,
trade talks right
yeah,
now, so
it's
they'll get a good price.
and him and Caleb Williams were making love on a podcast the other day
I
too.
saw
So
that. I saw that
great
clip.
time for that. But it's
Interesting.
hard for me to say,
Phil,
but
would you say Max Crosby is a top 5 Raider for you ever?
in terms of who I've watched play on the team, or like I actually like.
Like your likability. Like you love to
Uh,
see this guy put on a Raiders jersey every single
yeah,
week.
he's probably in the top five. He's probably around 4 to 5. Some of the shit he be saying makes me annoyed as fuck. Like that moves him down. Like his off the field like personality, and the fact that it's always in rumors and stuff like that. But no one's ever gonna be Nate Hobbs. But yeah, he's up there for sure.
No, I like. All right, Matt,
Nate
you're
Hobbs.
up, kid.
My first one is for the Giants fans. It's pretty simple. Just go get Tyler Linderbaum. He's a premier center. It's time to admit that John Michael Schmitz did not work out. Maybe he has a future at guard. Maybe he doesn't have a future at all.
No
But
future. None.
yeah, but you guys need to protect Jackson Dart because he's not protecting himself. So go get one of the best offensive linemen in free agency and make it happen.
John and not John and Joey. Brandon and Joey, do we agree? And do you think that you will, protect Jackson Dart in the future?
Very
Well, I
well
agree.
spoken, and yes, I do. Yes, I do. I think Linderbaum is going to go to the Giants. I think Harbaugh is going to get his guy, and that's just the start of bolstering a much needed offensive line to protect this guy that just refuses to slide. So yeah, I think he's a Giant for sure. I think
Mm.
so.
Well, I
I
think
hope so for your
we
guys'
will
sake.
see them do two major O-line changes. Well, not one change. They'll obviously re-sign Illuminor. That right tackle spot is pretty secured by
Formula.
him. And then that center, Linderbaum will come in. He should and he will. And that's three strong guys because obviously Andrew Thomas is on that left side holding it all down.
Hmm.
So I real quick, if I can just chime in here. So I had Linderbaum as one of my moves, and I want to see him in LA. But I think a lot of people are actually overrating Linderbaum because they hear the name volume. Tyler Linderbaum, bottom three pass protecting center in the league, and it's not even debatable. Where he's great is the run game. He allows second highest pressure percentage in the league as a center. He gives up his chest too often. He gets overpowered. Run game dominant. He's a force. I think whoever gets him, it's going to be a good move. They're going to overpay for him if he leaves. And could he go to the Giants? Obviously, there's that Harbaugh connection, but I'd rather see him in a better team situation like the Chargers. But I think people just see Tyler Linderbaum and think about how good he was coming out of college and the fact that the name has
Hmm.
held on. He's not as good as people think. He's obviously one of the better players in this class, and the Giants getting him would be a great move. But like that center isn't a premier position, especially in pass protection, and he makes pass protection look hard as a center sometimes, and that's not good. That's my personal thoughts.
Yeah, I would just say the Ravens had a lacking passing game as a whole this year, and also he's a young guy, so hopefully he can step into it a little more in the pass pro.
But yeah, yeah, it's just he's probably the best run blocking center in the league, if not one, probably two. But pass protection, it's actually really ugly when you break it down and look at it. But
I do agree. Someone is going to overpay him, and it might be us,
It's
but
gonna be us.
he's gonna make
It's
more
gonna
money
be
than he
us.
should.
It's gonna be us. And I'm
yeah,
fine with it.
the reason I had Chargers was I was just thinking like with McDaniel coming
Makes
in,
sense.
the two tackles coming back, they have the third most cap in the league. I could see them just giving him like 90 million with like 60 guaranteed, and I think it would be an overpay. But at the end of the day, free agency, no matter who it is, they get overpaid. So I like it. I think the fact that he's available right now means he's probably going to leave Baltimore. So the Giants would definitely be somewhere I consider.
No, it's very fair. Joe, you want to go next?
For another one I have, I think this is a good one. I don't know how well it'll turn out though. Malik Willis to the Dolphins.
Mm.
Think
Interesting.
there's no quarterback in that draft class they can draft, and that kind of tails along of Dante Moore saying no to the Jets and went back to college. So there's really no one there.
Unnecessary.
But I think Malik Willis would definitely walk into Miami and do well. I'm a believer in him. I feel like he's a good quarterback. I feel like he'll be able to do it. You saw it in Green Bay, won a few games, so I think that'll be nice to see.
I saw a thing about kind of a Malik Willis as, Sam Darnold kind of revived his career. He was a backup, jump teams and stuff. And Malik Willis was one of the names that people said that, could do that jump around. Would you guys expect, let's just say he makes a move to the Dolphins or somewhere. Could he be the next Sam Darnold? Not winning a Super Bowl, but like maybe a Daniel Jones, let's say, have like 2 good years a year. What do you guys think? But Joey, I respect the shout.
Mm.
Well, first, Daniel Jones hasn't had 2 good years. He's maybe had one, and that was when he brought us to the playoffs. But besides that, that's what I got on that take. Someone else can go.
Yeah, I mean, Malik Willis kind of just like screams Justin Fields 2.0 to me, the way that he has a small sample size and he's like a run first quarterback and the pass game's been lacking at times. I hope he succeeds wherever he goes, but I just hope the Jets don't get him because I don't want to watch that again.
I don't know. I mean, the Dolphins specifically, like they have
Hell no,
literally
is he
nothing.
not?
Like,
He's
yeah,
not succeeding in
bro, if he
Miami.
goes to Miami, he's gonna die. Like he's a dead
He is
man.
not
There's no
succeeding in
succeeding, and
Miami.
there's no Sam Darnold revival if he goes to Miami. There's
Then
just
where
no
would he
way.
go? Where else could he take his career? Think he needs to go to a team. He needs to go somewhere, and he wants to
He's
be a
gonna start
starter.
probably.
Yeah,
So
JJ
that's the issue.
McCarthy, pack your fucking bags,
Yeah,
buddy. I'm sending him
That
to
would be a good fit.
Minnesota.
That'd be a good spot.
bro.
That
JJ
that'd
I don't
be
think
McCarthy
they're
is
willing to give
going
up on
to
JJ yet,
tear
though.
the league
Yeah,
up
yeah,
this year.
they'll bring in.
Relax.
They'll probably bring in like someone low key to compete. I think Joey, like the Dolphins connections, evident. Like their GM and head coach the Dolphins hired are from the Packers, so there's that Willis connection there. But
Mhm.
I think they're now in no position they're gonna probably do it, and Joey's gonna be right, and it's not gonna succeed because they have no one on the team, and they're going to be bad next year.
They got Waddle.
Well, not in your scenario. You're all season.
Not exactly. They play off each other. I'm
But
getting one.
like I obviously I talked to John about this, and if they give him a contract where they can get out of it after 1 year, that makes sense. But they're gonna essentially just overpay him for a year. Then it's
Malik Willis.
yeah, it won't work out
And
because
yeah,
of how bad the roster is.
I agree. The thing with the 1 year is he's gonna have the 1 year with the shittiest offense ever,
Yeah,
and
and it
then get
won't.
judged off of that, and then
And
it's
there goes his career at his
It's
fair.
tough.
Like though someone like if someone gave him like 3 years, 60 million with like 25 guaranteed, and it's all up front, I wouldn't be surprised. But
No, those are fair assessments. Brandon, what do you got next?
my next one is it's my own personal bias one. If the Giants need to please, 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 I beg to God, re-sign Wan'Dale Robinson. The Giants are going to get their second guy to put next to Malik and free agents for the draft. But bro, this guy is the embodiment of New York Giant football. He's been there through it all. He's always reliable. He's always there. This
Love
guy,
the
he's the
passion.
locker room guy that he needs to be there. And if they don't re-sign him, I'm gonna cry tears, bro. This is like bias aside, he's a great slot receiver. He was one of the best last year. Might have been an unethical 1K, but he's a very good wide receiver, and he's just someone that has to return back to the Giants locker room next year. He's got
I
to.
mean, my only issue with him is I don't want to overpay him because then you have to start looking at will they actually draft a wide receiver? Because we need to draft a wide receiver too, because who knows how
Yeah,
Malik's looking in that rehab. Because he also did tear the meniscus and it was worse than expected. So I
I
kind of
agree.
hope they do it right. I hope they pay Wandell and actually draft a two, because Wandell's not a true two. Like he's obviously our
Obviously,
slot,
yeah,
probably a three.
sounds pretty sweet
And
at the
yeah.
then
three,
the
though.
worst part behind all this
That's what I'm
is that
saying.
Darius Slayton is
Yeah.
still on our team, Brandon.
Bro, you can keep him you can keep him for not too much as a three, get your two, finally move off of Hyde and Slayton, bro. Life will be so good.
And
We
they
no
need to get
longer have
both
to
of them.
watch
They
Darius
need to get rid
Slayton
of
drop
both of them. They
footballs,
both
bro.
aren't helping us.
I know.
I
So,
didn't sleep.
bro,
I mean, I
thank
should have packed his bags 2 years ago. I mean, that was quite
Awesome.
but
obvious.
yeah,
I don't know how
that's my
that
guy
dude
for the
still plays
Giants.
football.
Yeah, I mean,
Who?
Hyatt, bro. That dude is
Bro.
straight spaghetti, bro.
Bro,
You
he
know,
is
you know where
straight
he probably
spaghetti,
could
and
do well on
Darius
though.
Slayton. Bro, what am I allowed to say on this? Like, what's the most I can say? There's not enough words to describe my anger towards
Have you seen the thing of
Darius
like
Slayton.
him like the Cowboys like want him? He's like, nah, we don't. The Cowboys like, nah, you don't think they're
yeah,
good?
we
They're
know
like,
what you
no,
are.
they'll regret that. Like, fuck you,
Nah,
motherfucker.
Oh, I can run routes.
bro.
Literally.
This,
I'd like to see him in a Jets jersey though. See what happens with that.
yeah. All in all, we need Wandale.
We don't need
We
another
need
small body
Wandale back.
receiver.
Yeah, I think keeping Wandale is important because you need someone like that for a young quarterback who's just like reliable underneath. And it's rather you need a tight end that's like that, and you guys really don't have one. I know Theo Johnson's kind of promising, but it's not like they have that connection so far. I feel like, but like Wandale, will get the ball, and Dart will look for him and feel safe.
I mean, hopefully Theo can catch.
Okay.
That's what we need.
I think it's going to be
All
more
right.
Daniel Bellinger, honestly, this year. But
Daniel Bellinger's a free
You're
agent,
right.
Brandon.
Oh,
is he really?
Yeah, he's a free agent.
Still think he's going to come back. Still think he's going
So
to come
is
back. But
Kyle.
I like him. He's kind of got some sure hands. He's better than Theo. at
Kyle
catching.
Pitts, I saw that today.
all right, Phil, you're up next, kid.
You know, I'll shout out. I'll give Ryan some love here. I love watching the Cowboys offense, and if they don't resign George Pickens, burn the franchise down, dog. Because without him, that offense, which is supposed to be electric, will no longer be electric. I mean,
We are gonna suck.
I've always preached watching them that they needed someone to take the pressure off CeeDee Lamb. So come crunch time in games, especially playoffs, they had someone there, and they had George Pickens, and you immediately saw the difference it made in their offense. Also, they didn't have that terrorist Mike McCarthy anymore, which helped. But most importantly, George Pickens is that guy. I would 100% take him in Las Vegas. Every other team would probably take him. But if
Absolutely.
I'd take
Jerry
it.
Jones does not re-sign him, consequences should be had in Dallas.
Agreed.
Oh,
Agreed.
that's what I was going to say next, and I'm glad that two great football minds are thinking alike here.
Yeah.
It's impossible to scheme for those two elite receivers. I thought it was a bad move at the time, but George Pickens has proven everyone wrong. He's a top receiver in the NFL, and Dak can definitely sustain two top producing receivers. So I think it's a match made in heaven, and they should keep it going.
Yeah, like no one's probably meant for it more than Dak Prescott, and it's perfect right now. And it'd be so annoying to see it split up.
Would you two be okay? I mean, this is like a hypothetical question. Like, you guys aren't Cowboys fans, obviously, but like, if you
Yeah,
were, let's just say, a Cowboys fan, would you be okay with the franchise tag?
Uh,
it's not the preference, but like it'd be better than letting him walk.
yeah, like I would tag him no matter what and try to work out a deal. I don't know if he'll
Hmm.
play on a franchise tag, even though it's bread, but if I were you guys, I tag him and no matter what, try to work out a deal with him.
No, no, I agree. I saw Phil. Would you do that? Would you like hypothetically do like a trade package with Crosby for like Pickens?
Yeah, and I get like a first or two first thrown in there, or a first and a second. Yeah,
Yes, I don't know. I don't know how like that stuff works, but
That'd be
you
huge.
would.
yeah, 100%.
Okay. Oh, no,
You
fair
guys,
enough.
like
Matt,
especially you guys gave up the Mike. I mean, the Quentin Williams contract you guys got was pretty big, but like you gave up Micah to not have to pay him that much, so you can put that money somewhere else, and you'd hope, Pickens can get it if they gave Deron Bland 92 million.
God, Jesus Murphy. That's
They made
if we
that
were to
man the
do
richest, bro.
oh my God, if we were to do the most overrated seasons of all time on this list, my only go would be that motherfucker. That dude is cheeks. But
Agreed.
anyway, I digress. Matt, you got any more in the tank?
Yeah, I got another one.
Yep.
I would like to see Brees Hall play anywhere besides the New York Jets, namely the Chiefs or any other contender. He has done so much for us. He's probably the best receiving back in the league.
You should
He's
be a
done so much
cowboy.
behind a bad offense, a bad line. He's nearing the end of his prime. There's talks we're going to tag him. I really hope we don't. That would just ruin the end of his prime. And I just want to see him succeed somewhere else. And I think that behind a good offense, he could be a featured three-down workhorse back and have the best season of his career.
That's fair.
No, that's a fair assessment.
He'd be cool for my dynasty
How
team.
old is he, Matthew?
I think he's like 26. I could check real quick.
24.
24.
Holy
Really?
shit, really?
So did he get drafted when he was 20?
24 Brees Hall?
May
Yeah.
31st, 2001. So you'd be
Yeah.
25 next year.
Okay.
Damn. I thought he
Wow,
was
so
like
he must have got drafted as a 20-year-old.
No, that's
21
awesome.
maybe.
Or got banished to the Jets. That's
It would have been
terrible, man.
2022,
Poor
right?
He
man.
Matt?
he's
So young.
rotted.
Yeah,
Shout
you
out to
all
Big
right.
brother.
All right, Joey, what do you got left?
I'm out.
Oh, you're
guys
out,
sent-
Brandon?
Yeah, someone to my league. My out.
I had Brees to the Chiefs.
Oh, that's a good shot. That'd be
A
fun
lot
to
of
watch.
agreement here.
I got a couple more if I can just throw out there.
NFL doesn't want
I won't go into depth in them that much.
Yeah, let me hear
Rattle
it.
'em off.
I similar to the Brees to the Chiefs. I had Jeremiah Love to the Chiefs. Mahomes needs someone back there, and Jeremiah Love going there would be pretty fucking cool.
That'd be electric.
Another one. It's not sexy, but Trey Hendrickson to the Colts with
Yeah.
when like he was with Lou Anarumo, Cincinnati. They need someone opposite of Taylor too. AJ Brown traded, so I don't have to hear about Eagles fans anymore complaining.
It's not going to happen, I don't
I
think.
know
Yeah,
it
no,
sucks,
it's
but
happening.
I would love to see him rather in New England, Denver, or Buffalo.
Buffalo would
Get them
be
an
cool.
outside wide receiver like that. And then last but not least, because I'm a Raiders fan, and everyone loves Fernando Mendoza. If we don't give him something to protect him, it's gonna be sad to watch. So I hope we at least invest in one tackle.
True.
So
No, Phil, that is the best segue ever. I swear to God, I have something about Mendoza and quarterbacks in the draft. That was a great discussion and kind of backing off with Phil. I saw some discourse on Twitter about is Fernando Mendoza one of the most overrated number one pick quarterbacks in the draft era. And why I say this is because people think he's an overrated like like skill guy. Like he's just a smart guy.
Mm.
Like people don't think he's got the attributes to be a number one overall pick. People were saying if Dante Moore was in this draft this year, he is a better future NFL quarterback and has better skill than Fernando Mendoza. I would like to hear your guys' discussion. I just think it's a funny discussion, especially with the Raiders guy like Phil. So yeah.
Yeah, Phil, you
Phil?
want to take this one first?
Yeah, so I was talking to John about this today because the podcast we watched today, Stay Hot. They were talking about Mendoza and where they rank him, and
I
so
heard some comms about Shador. He's at the level of Shador coming
yeah,
out
that's
of college.
that's utterly insane.
That's what I
Um,
heard. That's just what I heard.
so like for example, NFL.com, if you go look right now, it has Joe Burrow's Fernando Mendoza's player comp. That's ridiculous, right? That is just a way to make money.
Blasphemy.
It's .com. They're making money off engagement, so they're gonna make what sounds sexier. Your number one overall picks Joe Burrow or Matt Ryan. It's you'd rather put the Joe Burrow tag there, but in reality, he's more like Matt Ryan, Jared Goff. He's in the pocket. He's very good pre-snap. I mean, the system held him back a little bit and showing that off, but he's very good pre-snap. It's unfortunate that his best attribute is throwing the back shoulder ball because you want to be able to see your quarterback throw over the middle, and he does kind of struggle there, which is nerve-wracking as a Raiders fan knowing that. But it's the idea that he's overrated is kind of wild because a lot of people know his limitations. Like he's not going to be the guy that goes and wins you a game outside the pocket in the scramble. He's going to be the guy that hopefully can bring your team to wins and not himself do it. He's not better than he's not better than Caleb Drake and Jaden coming out. Him and Cam Ward can kind of be seen as equals coming out. He's definitely better than fucking Shador Sanders coming out. And then, when it goes to the other draft classes with Bryce, CJ Stroud, Richardson, it depends on what kind of quarterback you like. Like Fernando at least has NFL size. He has work ethic. He's dedicated. His arm is pretty talented. It pops off the screen. He's able to see stuff pre-snap. Not a lot of quarterbacks can do that. And at the end of the day, when you get the opportunity to take a guy like that at one, you do it. And that's just kind of where I'm at. I don't know if that answered the fucking question,
Can
but
I have a
Yeah,
little rebuttal to that though, Phil? Just
yeah.
before I cut. Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, Matt. But
No.
in
go for
my
it.
little NFL knowledge, the two people that you compared him to have won jack shit. Does that scare you?
No, you take a quarterback. So Matt Ryan won an MVP.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
talking about like a team.
Right.
MVP doesn't get you all jolly, Phil.
When
A
you
Super Bowl will.
like, if I watch Sean McVay trade 2 firsts and 2 seconds for Jared Goff, I trust him to do that. Then I trust Fernando Mendoza coming out because I believe in Sean McVay. That's not to your actual point. You don't draft a quarterback with the hopes of no, I wouldn't want to work that. You're drafting a quarterback because you don't get the opportunity to draft one. People, when they say, like, oh, the Raiders should trade it for a haul. And then what? Traded so a quarterback comes into a better team. Well, if you have a better team, you're not going to have a pick high enough to get a quarterback. It's not how it works. The Jets, for example, if they went and drafted, or if they went and didn't draft anyone this year, next year they'll probably be in the scenario to take a quarterback. But that's only because they're not going to trade back for a haul and rebuild a team like that. It's you kind of have to take the quarterback when you get the chance, even if you're over drafting it. Is Fernando the best player in the draft? No. Is he probably the fifth best player in the draft? No. But is he the 10th? Probably. And you don't have the 10th pick to take him. You have the number one, so you take him number one because he's a quarterback.
Nope, that's fair. That's fair.
The thing about Mendoza is he's 6'5", he gets the ball out accurately on time, and he can scramble if you need to. But those are all just background topics. He has the intangibles. He is a process-driven, God-fearing leader of men. He wins football games.
Blaze.
He's not going to be distracted in Las Vegas. There's no concern about that.
God-fearing leader of men,
Yes,
Fernando
sir.
Mendoza.
Yep. Yep.
Did you
He's gonna
transfer
do
to Indiana
he
or something?
he's
Where's
going to
this
do
coming
everything
from?
humanly possible to make that the best organization they can possibly be. And I don't know what else you can ask from a franchise quarterback, like genuinely.
I agree. I think he's going to be good. I think he has the frame. I think he has the intangibles. I think he's going to be good. Leader, whatever you just said, relax. Relax. I do think he's going to be good. It's just the other number one quarterbacks, they're all flashy. They're all huge beforehand. I don't know. I feel like he doesn't have the flashy plays like that, which makes his name seem not as interesting. But He's got everything to his
It's
game. So
his flashy plays aren't, making a defender miss and then scrambling out and hitting someone on the run. His flashy plays are under pressure, stepping up the pocket, throwing over the defender while getting hit and layering it. Like his best attribute is able to throw the ball with timing, as Matt said, on an out route or to hit someone back shoulder when it comes to the actual throwing, or see the safety pre-snap, know where he can go with the football. He can get stuck on his reads a little bit too much, one read being a first read quarterback, but at the end of the day, like, when is the last time a Heisman winning national champion quarterback has been not, or has been talked about not going number one? It doesn't happen unless
That's
you're the Raiders. Everyone hates the Raiders, but
No,
that's
that's completely fair. And I just wanted to
I do.
get it out there because we had a Raiders fan in the building, and I thought it was pretty funny. But kind of one of the last things we'll do is I think the most in depth we'll kind of go. I told the guys to have a draft if they were like, let's just say it was an expansion draft of our league, right? And everyone in the draft is right now in the NFL, and they're only 26-year-olds and under, right? Interesting thinker. Had to do some research. Uh, I didn't know some people were 26. I'm not doing this, but I'm just saying. So I told the gentleman they're going to do a draft. It's a quarterback, running back, wide receiver one, wide receiver two. We can do a tight end. Tight ends might be limited and kind of stupid. So we can decide on that, whatever we want to do. And then one defensive guy, one, guy that will like be your defensive guy. So it's going to be a draft. I'm going to spin a wheel for who's going to start. And then we'll kind of just go in an order around them on my screen. So let me pull up the wheel. Actually, I'm going to do this. Hey Siri, pick a name. Phil, Matt, Joey, or Brandon. Oh, hey Siri, pick a name. Phil, Brandon, Joey, or Matt. What the fuck? Okay.
Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4. Tell her to pick a number 1 through 4.
Uh, everyone
Last name order.
Everyone hold up a number 1 through 10 in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, no one got Phil's the closest because it was 4.
Mm,
So we're gonna go Phil, Brandon, Joey, Matt.
the man is the snake.
Oh,
Okay.
by the way, you guys don't have to go in an order of quarterback.
Yeah.
Because it's a draft. I hope you guys understood that. I thought I made it clear.
Yeah.
So Phil,
Real quick,
yep,
Mm.
are we filling out one roster together, or are we all doing our own roster?
it's your own
oh.
roster.
All right, word.
Yeah. So Philip, probably like 30 seconds of why, because there's a lot of people, and so I don't want you guys to like go on a tangent and be like, oh, that's a great pick. So Phil, you started off.
Yeah, I'm gonna it might be a little rogue, not a little rogue, but under 26. I love watching him. I think he's only gonna get better. I'm gonna go Caleb Williams.
Fair, fair, fair. I hate him, but I love him. Great
Yeah.
pick. Love how he tosses the pigskin.
Mhm.
That thing is a missile. But no, that's a good pick.
He's just an
Make,
X factor.
make sure you guys are like writing down your team,
Yep.
making sure who you got, because I want you to send them to me after. And then I'm gonna like compile them in like an edit or something.
Yeah.
But
I've got a quick question
And
on
you
this.
said, go ahead, Joe.
When we say wide receiver two, like we're pure wide receiver twos,
Yeah,
or any wide receiver
I
one
think
that doesn't
just
get called
any
wide
wide
receiver?
receiver.
yeah, it's any wide receiver.
Okay, that's good to know. All right, I got mine. I got that.
All right, so
Sure.
Brandon, you're up next with any guy you want.
You said I
Perfect.
don't have to go quarterback
Yeah, you go
first.
any
Yeah,
position.
no, it could be anyone you want.
All right, then I'm gonna go ahead and take Bijan. I think he's like again, one of the best players in the NFL. Obviously,
Yeah,
clear
dude's
cut.
a freak. Dude's a freak. Hold on, wait a second.
Human joystick.
Shout out the Longhorns.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Good pick. Good pick. So remember, write your guys
League
down,
winner.
and if your guys picked, don't pick them. Joe, you're up.
All right, I'm just gonna swing for it. I'm gotta go Jamar Chase. I gotta get the number one guy off the board.
So you're saying you're swinging for it with the best wide receiver in the league? That's your swing for it, you dumb.
Well, I could have went like a quarterback or an elite tight end or an elite running back.
That's
But
a
I'm
good
going for
pick,
my wide
Joe.
receiver.
Joe, that's a confident, good pick. Good pick. All right, Matt.
Very similar thought process here. I'm taking Puka Nakua. That guy catches literally everything.
Mm.
I want him on my team.
Great pick. See, off the field things, Matt. Are you concerned? He's been in the news. He's
Honestly,
been in the news.
honestly, I am concerned. He's showing up hammered every other weekend on the news, but he is that good at football.
No, that's
So
fair. I'm just
Make up
making sure
for
as a GM and owner and coach and whatever you are, you understand. But no, fair, 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 fair. All right, Philip.
Or no, does Matt get a snake here?
Matt
Oh,
can snake, yeah.
yep. Sorry,
Yeah, let's have Matt. Let's snake.
Matthew.
all
We'll go back
right,
this way.
I
Oh,
wasn't.
Catan.
My next choice is going to be my defensive player. Then it's going to be Pat Surtain. I think that
That's a good one.
shutting down one half of the football field. I've made this argument for years with Sauce Gardner. I don't have to anymore. Pat Surtain is better than him. Now I can say it. It's invaluable. It's invaluable to have half the field shut down.
Shout out Keon. He'd probably agree. Great pick. I think. Actually, no, I take that back. Not going to sound stupid. Joey, you're up next.
All right. I'm just going to team up again. I'm going Justin Jefferson. That's obvious.
I like it. I
Gotta
like it.
gotta bring the LSU boys back.
Isn't he
Gotta start
about to
firing
turn
all cylinders.
27?
He
Yeah.
is 26. I
He's
didn't know
26.
26-year-olds were included.
Yeah, I would have.
26 and
I
under.
would have.
No, it's 26 and under. No, I made that clear, but I thought he was like on the brink of turning 27. So I didn't know if he was 27 yet because I looked it up like a while ago. But no, good pick, Joe. Good pick, Joe. All right, Brandon, you're up. You're on the clock,
This
as
is
they
tough.
say.
I'm sweating a guy getting back to me. I need him to get back to me. This guy, I need him to get back to me.
This is tough.
Can't trade picks here. So you're on the clock or you're fucking getting fucking
Skip.
you're getting fucking
All right, I'm gonna take my
Tolbert.
quarter. That's fine. I'm gonna take
Who you pairing with Bijan?
Jesus, you're so scared.
give me Malik Neighbors. I'm taking
Fair.
Malik Neighbors as my wide receiver one.
Little
Pair of
bias.
Not
Bijan
the best
Robinson.
receiver on the board.
Yeah.
Oh, controversial.
Bijan Rob-
Wait, did you say he
Not
was or
Bijan.
wasn't?
He is not.
Oh, interesting.
Malik Neighbors will be a top 3 receiver in the next 2 years in the NFL, and it will carry on throughout his career.
Interesting.
100%.
Don't hate it. Don't hate it. Hopefully you get a quarterback that can actually throw him the ball and not tag team guard.
Oh yeah.
Cowboys
Uh,
fan.
You're up, Bill. 2
Yeah.
picks.
This is the man I was sweating getting back to me. To me, he's a top 3 defensive player in football, and he happens to be 24. Give me Will Anderson, Jr. to be my defensive player.
That's what I was going to take.
Interesting. Carrying
That's a
CJ
great
Stroud's a
pick.
dumbass, but
I mean,
like it.
great
Like it.
He's unbelievable. He's so good.
Mhm.
And then I guess because there's more wide receivers, I'll go with give me Jahmyr Gibbs as my running back to pair
Great
with Caleb
pick.
in the backfield.
Great pick.
He's-
Cannon. Some say sidetracking. Is in fantasy football next year, is it Jameer or Bijan?
Probably be Bijan, especially
I
with
would say
It's going to be
Bijan.
close,
Go
but it's got to
Bijan.
be Bijan.
yeah, with
Okay.
Stefanski now, it's probably Bijan. And
Oh.
Is Montgomery off the team? Is he a free agent? I don't know, but
No,
There you go.
I don't know, but I was just topic for discussion. All right, Brandon, back to you. Make sure everyone's writing down their team.
Yep.
Writing down their team. Brandon, who you got?
I'm going to Yeah, I'm just going to can I take Micah?
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think he's 26.
Yeah, he's 26. Yeah, he's 25, I think. I have him on my list.
Yeah, Brandon's got 2 people coming off ACL tears, but
Yeah,
yeah,
crazy. Yep, he's 26. You're good.
This is the all healthy team. Relax.
you got Wiedelman as your fucking physio too.
Jeez.
No, great pick.
We're fucked.
You're fucked.
Great pick. Great pick. All right, Joe.
All right. I'm gonna stick in the receiving game. I'm going Brock Bowers.
Shout out, bro.
Great
Pairing
pick.
him with the 2 top 3, probably 1, 2, I don't know, wide receivers in the league still.
Great pick. Another fantasy discussion. How high are you picking Brock Bowers next year? Is it
Very
as
high.
high?
Into the
I
first
think
round.
very high.
Dude, depending on what the Raiders do, will like Genti and Bow. I mean, I hate drafting like the fact that two Raiders go inside the first two rounds, but like both of them, if they get the O line correct, they're going to be very valuable simply because they now have a competent
No,
QB.
that's fair. No, I was just wondering, because Brock Bowers is that guy. All right, Matt, you're up.
All right, so I'm going to stay in wide receiver. I'm going to take the best player on the board, Jackson Smith and Jigba. It's a
Yeah.
pretty easy pick.
Great
And
guy,
then
Super
with
Bowl.
with my snake, I'm going to shake it up a little bit, and I'm going to take Jeremiah Love.
Ooh, nice, nice, nice,
Ooh,
nice.
interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Very.
Banking on it. Ka-ching. Where do you think he
Insane
goes? How
prospect.
high, how high in the draft do you think he
He
goes?
should go
He's
top
got
10.
to be top 12.
He should go top 10, top 12, yeah.
God, if they go with the Cowboys, that would be so much fun. Even though we shouldn't draft him, that'd be so much fun.
Chiefs, New Orleans, could see him. That's 8-9, I think it is. And then, maybe someone reaches on him because just like overall talent, but
Is he like as is hype the right word? I don't know if it's hype, but as Bijan
not
back when he no, you don't think so?
in my opinion, he's not a better prospect than Genti was, but he's still an elite player.
No, that's fair. That's fair. All right, Joe.
All right. I got three receivers. Someone's got to throw him the ball. Why won't I take the second MVP guy? Came up short, but I'm taking Drake May.
Hmm.
It's
Good
a good
pick.
pick.
But Joe, you make it to the playoffs. Is he that guy?
He already brought him to the Super Bowl, and now
Yeah,
you give
but
him.
Did Drake
I
May?
don't think he brought them
did
there.
Drake May bring him to the Super Bowl?
Their schedule did.
Hey man, you never
No, hey, Joe.
second in MVP votes.
Joe,
Second
if
in
I'm a
MVP.
fan of your team, I trust you and make it Drake May great. Let's be honest.
I mean, he has
Oh,
Jamar Jettis and Brock Bowers. There's not a team in the world that could probably guard that weekend.
Yeah, Joey could be quarterback, and I think they'd be a playoff team. So, Joe, I like the pick. All right, Brandon, you're up.
I'm up. I'm going to take my wide receiver two in CD Lamb. I'm going to pair him with Malik Neighbors.
Interesting.
I like that a lot. They
Why
should
did
do that
you
in a row
not
though.
did you not go his pairing partner?
George Pickens.
Yeah. Isn't he like 24?
Yeah, he's young.
Yeah.
I think he's 24.
He
So you
he
think
might be.
you think CeeDee Lamb in a franchise that you're restarting is better than a George Pickens type of guy? Just wondering.
Is it
I mean,
just a
obviously,
2-year age difference?
Yeah,
Yeah, I would take CD Lamb.
no, fair enough. Fair enough. All right, Phil. How many?
Uh,
Well, I'm not keeping track. How many more picks has everyone got?
we have two.
I
I
believe
need two.
I think I have three. I think I should end up being the last pick in the
Yeah, no,
draft.
that makes sense.
Um, so
So big.
I have all my pass catchers available, two wide receivers, two tight ends, or one tight end, sorry. So I'll get the second best tight end in the NFL. I'll go Trey McBride. And
Fair.
easy pick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but see, wait. I saw something. He's a garbage time guy.
I think he's on the
He's a
Cardinals.
stud.
So as soon as the ball gets kicked off, it's garbage time football in Arizona. So it's always garbage time
All
there.
right,
So
fair
it's like
enough,
not
fair
his
enough.
fault.
I was seeing things that, he's one of the most, he's like in our NBA discussion, he could be equivalent to Jalen Johnson as decent player, box scorer, Pat Statter. But I digress. Keep going, Phil.
And then, I brought him up earlier in the episode. You just brought him up. I'll continue my love for GP3. Give me George Pickens
Type shit, type
as a
shit,
wide
type shit.
receiver.
No, shout it. Hopefully, he doesn't go to the casino. Like, he chill, he'll
But
treat,
we
he'll chill.
ain't in Vegas. We not in Vegas.
All right, Brandon, you're up.
I'm going to take my quarterback here in JD5. I think him and Bijan coming out of the background would be something from hell. And
Over JD6.
Easy options in, bro.
yeah, and the Commanders, their whole season was derailed by injuries. Him himself, honestly. So I'm not taking last year with a grain of salt. It's my quarterback right there.
If I didn't get Caleb, I would have gotten Daniels before May. I think people forgot how good JJ
Yeah.
is at football.
I think he's disgusting.
Yeah.
Great pick. I think I'm gonna say great pick to all these. So sorry for getting
That goes
repetitive. Joe, let's hear it, kid.
Oh, this is one I'm trying to debate, but now I'm gonna go the running back position. I gotta go Jonathan Taylor. I gotta go to the guy that the first 8 weeks he was in the MVP race, and he really complements the wide receivers and tight end well.
No.
Near in the end of the prime there, Joe.
Jonathan Taylor's 27.
Joey, he just turned 27. I knew this
Oh,
was gonna happen, and I hope it didn't happen to you, and it happened, Joe.
dude, I had him
There's a
on the
couple other good options though,
Yeah,
Joey.
Audible,
I was gonna
bro. You
say
should
I
just
get
take
like
Genty.
There's like pick a different person.
take Genty and
January
Devon Achane.
19th. That's a month. Oh,
Oh
that's
my, that just made it worse, Joe.
It's
You just said his birthday, and it was
all right. Audible.
yeah, Joe. Pick someone else.
There's a lot of options.
no. I got my guy. I'm going.
Kayvon Thibodeau.
He just looked at
No.
running backs under 26.
I'm going. I'm
Devon
taking Aiden
Achane?
Hutchinson.
Eden Hutchinson. Yeah,
Oh,
Good pick.
okay. That's
He's
good.
gonna command my
Good.
backfield.
he had a bit of a down year coming off
Injury-free.
injury, but he's still nonetheless good. Yeah,
It's
I like
good.
that.
All right, Matt. What you got? These are your last two, right, Matt?
Yeah,
I'm
man.
snaked, right? Yeah, this will be my last two. First, I'm gonna take my tight end. I'm gonna take Colson Loveland.
Nice. He was nice.
Good
Good
pick.
pick. That was my pick.
He
Great pick.
he's a physical specimen, and I'm very encouraged by what I saw in the latter part of the season in the playoffs.
Yeah, he was.
And then for my quarterback, I almost wanted to go with my guy Brock. You guys know I love him, but I'm gonna pick Trevor Lawrence. I think that he's going in the right
Interesting.
direction, and I would like him to lead my team.
The Flow King, as they call him. Did he? Is this stat correct? Did he ever? Wasn't it something like he lost like 2 games in college or some shit?
He didn't lose a game in
He
college.
didn't lose a game in college.
I didn't think.
Ridiculous.
I don't think he lost any football game until he got to the NFL.
And you know what John would say? John would say that he has a winner's mentality and he would want him on his team over Josh Allen and Joe Burrow and all of them. But I digress. Great pick, Matt. All right, Joe, last pick.
All right, Matt. I'm gonna bring your guy some glory. I'm going Brees Hall.
Holy shit! Inshallah, Joey DeMayo.
Joey,
He just passed on
Genty's still on the board.
Brees Hall over Genty and Devon Achane. Inshallah,
Yes.
brother.
A-Chan? Bro, even K9? What are we
I
talking
was
about?
looking at
Oh,
H-Man.
wait, K9. Hold on, wait a minute.
I was
That's a
looking at
little much.
H-Man. I was looking at K9, but I want Brees.
What do you see in Brees Hall over Achan?
26-year-old or
D.
26.
Brees is 24. I'm going based
I know
off the age.
Whatever.
All right, Joe.
That's
And Genty already failed me my first year of Dynasty, so I'm sticking with Brees.
God forbid he
The
fucking fails
emotional
on the worst
drafter.
team ever.
1,300 scrimmage yards and 10 touchdowns is failing someone. It's all right.
All right, interesting pick, Joe. But haters hate greatness, Joe.
Yeah, but it doesn't
Haters
matter when
hate
they got to
greatness.
defend Jamar, Jefferson, and Brock.
Oh, so you're
We'll be
just
good.
throwing in
All
Brees
right.
Hall, just Anyway, Brandon, your last pick.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's going to be my tight end.
Oh, Ted.
Yeah, I would have taken Colson Love, and therefore I'm going to go ahead and take Kyle Pitts. I'm still a believer. I hate to say it. I'm still a believer.
This is the year.
Kyle Pitts learning he got
He
drafted.
showed it.
Did I just get fucking drafted? That's what Kyle.
It's a Kyle Pitts year yet again, boys. I'm going Kyle Pitts.
Fair enough. Fair enough. All right, Phil, wrap it up.
I think no one might compliment George Pickens better than Amon-Ra St. Brown, so I'll slot him in as my two to compliment Pickens, and pretty
No,
pleased.
that's
with everyone
that's
here.
a good wrap up. Did anyone have anyone? I mean, besides Chan and maybe like I don't know, a Genty. Did anyone have anyone else that surprisingly did not go get picked? I don't know if there is anyone. I'm not the brightest in ages in NFL players.
Oh, I thought someone would have gone Sam Laporta eventually as a tight end.
Yeah, I was
Me
thinking
too. I
about
had
it.
him.
Well, I mean, I had my list went Brock, McBride, Loveland, Laporta. So I thought whoever just didn't get one of those three would go.
Yeah, instead Brandon took fucking Kyle fucking.
But I can't hate Kyle Pitts, choice.
Ah,
He's got all
Kyle
the
Pitts
tools.
here, baby.
All
You know
right.
who
It's
I
all
definitely
there.
didn't have on my board, Brees Hall, and we can
Yeah.
wrap it up.
Hey, if you look at the other ones, that's the guy I wanted.
You took him
Interesting.
over Devon Achan and Ashton Genty.
I don't know
Yeah.
if many people will be calling you.
I
the
think
Star
Matt knows
franchise,
this
my
very
boy.
well. I am not a supporter of Devon Achane, so I would have not have drafted him this team.
You're a very emotional drafter, Joey. I know that.
Dude, Javonte Williams is 25. Fuck that. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
He's on. All right. To wrap it up super quick, I would like to know in the next, I would say 2 to 3 years, we have some pretty shitty franchises in this call right now.
Yeah.
Who is going to be the most successful? Now, take it with a grain of salt. I'm saying successful as in wins, awards, accolades within the team. Who is going to be the most successful? The Raiders, the Giants, or the Jets?
Over what period? You said 2 to 3 years.
Yeah, I would say 2 to 3 years.
Well, the
Uh,
Jets are
so so we're
eliminated.
so yeah, we're out of this. I mean, we're chalking it up already.
Yeah.
All right, no, that's fair. All right, so man, this is an unbiased opinion. I'd like for you to start. Actually, who do you think out of those two could be the better of the two?
I I hate to say it, but the Giants have a really good thing going in their front office right now. I like Dart as a quarterback. I joke about him. I hope he stays healthy because his ego is a little bit of a problem. But I think they'll be the best. I also really like Mendoza, but the Raiders have a weaker roster than the Giants have right now. And I'm not. I like Clint Kubiak, but he's not a proven coach in the league like Harbaugh. So I would go with the Giants.
Matt, you're a great assessor of things.
You're a very
Very,
well
very
spoken
well done.
guy.
Very well done.
Very
All
well
right,
spoken
Joe.
guy.
Appreciate it.
Joe, what do you got, Joe?
I think it's quite obvious. I'm taking the Giants. You saw what we did to the Raiders, sadly, this year. We blew them out. I wanted to lose that game. Really
Joey, I
did.
just said in the last 2 to 3 years, and you brought
Yeah,
up like
I'm
last year.
continuing. Let me go. Now to build off that, we have more pieces. We have like more talent, and we got a good offensive minded coach and defensive minded coach now. So I'm
Matt
excited. I'm
Nagy.
gonna choose the Giants.
Matt Nagy.
Yo,
What are you
chill.
talking about? Good offensive line
We're
coach.
good, LeBron.
I can only hope and pray Matt Nagy can bring me something.
All right. Nope, that's fair. Maybe bias a little sprinkled in there, but it's all
Well,
good.
obviously.
Brandon, I'm guessing you have the same assessment.
Yeah, for the most part. I mean, I let Phil go first. Go ahead, Phil. Speak your thoughts.
Um, I would say in the next 2 to 3 years, the Giants because of Harborough, but like beyond that, like I think they'll have like a quick flash in the playing season this year because of Harborough's ability to raise the floor, and then I think like his age will get to him and the offense will get to him, and then the rookie quarterback and rookie coach that were both sought after in Mendoza and Kubiak will eventually mesh to be better long term, but Joey's just acting like the Giants won like more games than the Raiders this year. We both won 3 games. So to brush that off like that, and we have more offseason capital and more draft picks, and to brush it off like it's gonna be a easy, obvious difference is kind of wild. But one team had to deal with Eugene Smith as their quarterback, and I think that's being forgotten in this.
That is fair.
I mean, I think truthfully, out of like all the bad teams picking like in that top 10 that are young, the Giants, Raiders, and Titans are the ones that I would say have the best future. So I think it's like a could be a well discussed debate between these two teams for
Nope,
sure.
that's fair. That's fair. Brandon, any last thoughts on your opinion?
No, I agree. I agree. I think we have the pieces. We just needed something to put them together, and we're just adding more from here on out. And Harbaugh is the right guy to do that. So I think the next 2, 3 years he'll be that guy for us. Turn it around. Finally see some winning football. We'll see.
No, I agree. Even though the Jets fucking suck. The Raiders are, meh. Giants are fucking shit. I don't believe in Jackson Fart, but
Cowboys fan again.
Cowboys, yeah,
Cowboys fan.
Cowboys guy.
we're bad too. We're bad fucking too. Damn. Like,
Like
see
I
how I
think
have no bias. I'm just a real ass guy. You guys. Anyway, thank you guys for coming along. I appreciate you guys preparing a lot. Great discussions. I think you guys all have good football minds, other than Joey and Brees Hall. And until the next one,
Can't
a
take
probably
real,
guys
it.
have
a
you guys
real
on.
sour
Wait,
taste.
let me say one more
No,
thing
but
about
Joey, I'm
Brees
ending
Hall.
it. Joey,
He's been stuck on the Jets. He's been stuck on the Jets. He can't
Oh, what?
showcase anything.
Joey, I'm
He
ending
can't
it.
showcase anything.
Great.
He can't
How do
showcase
you
a
not
single
take
thing.
Nope, it's
Ashton
over.
Zinty then? What are we talking about?